Yeah. My Camaro's currently gone out for repair, so I thought now would be the opportune time to try and figure out why it's getting damp and wet in here, besides the fact that it's a garage. If I can reduce it a little bit, I will. So I've had water pooling up there by the front of the garage. I've realised that's because there's a little dip in the concrete. I reckon I can fix that. But also at the back of the garage here, it's getting really damp. I realise a pile of bricks doesn't help, so I'm going to get rid of them. But also this stuff that kind of lives in between the prefab panels. That's all kind of dried out, and I thought it was meant to be some sort of mortar, but apparently it's not. It's meant to be like a rubbery type of compound. So that's all falling out of here, and the fillet, I believe it's called the fillet along the bottom is just crumbling. I've got a nice pile of stuff here that's pulled out. So what I've done is I've cleaned all these gaps, cleaned them all out, gone in them with a screwdriver, evicted all the spiders. I've politely served eviction notices. I've asked them to leave of their own accord. Cleaned out all these little crevices, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these with CT1. I think CT1's the right compound. If it's not, leave me a comment and tell me before it's too late, because I'm going to start soon. But yeah, I'm going to fill all these little gaps between the prefab panels with CT1, and then I'm going to run a new fillet along the bottom. I don't know what the fillet is supposed to be made out of. It seems like it's just sharp sand and cement. I don't know what ratio, but it seems there's just a sand left. So I'm going to do that. The roof, it's got an old, I'm going to assume asbestos roof, but on top of that is another roof. And that roof does have some cracks in the membrane on top, and it does have some rotting in the OSB underneath it. But the actual roof in here is dry. There's no water getting in through here. There's a tiny little bit of runoff down here. If you can see that back there, there's a little bit running down there. I'm going to investigate what's going on there. But at the minute, I've got to piss with the cock I've got, and I'm just going to try and do the best with what I know is wrong, what shouldn't be. Like these should be filled. Should be stuff in there. So I'm going to fill them, going to do a new fillet, have a look at the roof. If anybody's got any tips for replacing a roof on one of these prefabs. The asbestos is going to stay, I'm not paying to get rid of that. But the OSB on top is cracked. Can I just take that OSB off, lay a new sheet on, put down some rubber membrane? I don't know, never done a garage roof. But yeah, if anybody's got any tips, let me know. If not, I'll do a video when I've finished, and we'll see how watertight it is before the car comes back.